The panel from hell introducing patch 9 just finished and brought us some major changes, which is what this video is all about. All of the background gameplay is from patch 8, some of it modded to include Paladins, and I'll be making videos from patch 9 over the coming days. Biggest and most obvious addition to the game is the new class Paladins. Perhaps the most requested class if my anecdotal evidence is to be trusted, and for good reason. They're often touted as holy warriors fighting in the name of a god. However, the power comes as much from their commitment to justice and their oath as it does from their god. It is their choice of oath which separates the subclasses of paladins, which I will cover in another video. They are absolute, see what I did there, powerhouses. They can stand toe to toe as well as fighters and barbarians, cast a few divine spells, heal people, and all importantly, smite your ass. All of which start to happen by level 2. In case you missed the trailer from the Game Awards, the release date was also discussed during the panel, which we have been told is going to be during August 2023. This is welcome news indeed, as we have not had much news regarding the release date over the years, and gives us something to look forward to. Hopefully nothing major gets in the way of the release, however if it needs to be delayed then personally I'd be fine with that. We will have waited nearly 3 years by the time of release. If there is a 1 or 2 month delay, then in the grand scheme of things it's really not that bad. We knew these 2 bits of news were going to be coming out during the panel from hell, but what other updates did we get? We were teased with several level 3 spells, namely Fly, Lightning Bolt and Fireball, which could only mean one thing, that we're going to get level 5, and we have. What does this mean? Barbarians, Fighters, Paladins and Rangers all get an extra attack per turn, and Bards, Clerics, Druids, Sorcerers, Warlocks and Wizards get access to level 3 spells. Barbarians also get 10 feet of extra movement speed if they're not wearing heavy armor. Bard's inspiration die turns from a d6 into a d8, and the inspiration dice all also replenish on a short rest rather than a long rest. Clerics can destroy weak undead creatures with their turn undead ability. Rangers get level 2 spells. Rogues' sneak attack is now 3d6, and they get uncanny dodge, which lets them use their reaction to halve the damage from a single attack. And Warlocks get a new choice of invocation. Also, lastly, and certainly not least, everybody's proficiency bonus goes from +2 to +3, which affects attack rolls and skills and saving throws that characters have proficiency with. Other new spells, some of which are level 3, were also added, and the ones we were told about and shown included Counterspell, Cool Lightning, Gaseous Form, Stinking Cloud, Spirit Guardians, Animate Dead, Command was updated, Compelled Duel, Divine Favor, Searing Smite, Thunderous Smite, Wrathful Smite, Magic Weapon, Branding Smite, and Vampiric Touch, and we were told that about 30 new spells have been added. I will be making videos about these new spells in the near future. Mentioning Counterspell, we were told that we will be able to set reactions for something such as Counterspell or Hellish Rebuke, where the game will be paused and we will be asked if we want to stop a spell. There is a new menu to set up what reactions you want to be asked about, because you don't have to be asked every single time. You can turn the reaction as a toggle on or off. With the Paladin, we also have some new items. We were shown one, which is the Helmet of Smiting. There's a new look for some chainmail that Paladins seem to start with. We also saw the Paladin tag in a conversation, which goes along with their system, and the possibility that we can become an Oathbreaker Paladin as a hidden subclass. Regarding character creation, we were told that we will be receiving extra faces, hairstyles, and the option for non-binary characters. Hopefully this is an indication that we will continue to get more options by the time of release. Jaheira and Minsk were part of the discussion, and if you didn't know, they are characters from the first 2 games. Jaheira is a half-elf, and she can be recruited and will play a big part of the story, or so we are told. She's about 150 years old, which is why she looks older and greyer than she did in the original games. Minsk was petrified and turned into a stone statue and was placed in the upper city of Baldur's Gate, and eventually got turned back into his normal human form by wild magic. He can also be recruited or antagonized depending on your choices. There are 2 new voice actors for these new characters, and it was revealed that Minsk is voiced by no other than Matthew Mercer of Critical Role fame. We were able to see some new updates to the user interface, though this wasn't actually part of the main discussion. This has always been the case with their updates, that the UI has been changed. Some of the things we saw were that we were told the reason that we are rolling a skill check, and also we saw a new exclamation mark when companions wish to speak with you. Lastly, and I think a little bit sadly, we were told this is the last major update for the game, last content update, and so there will be a long wait from now until launch. And this is perhaps the reason why we were given level 5, because this is the last big content patch. It was said that we will get some technical patches probably, so things like fixing bugs and such. So let me know what you're most looking forward to in patch 9. Thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.